Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Infinity Wars with me, Rainbow20, where we last left off. I think we were doing some constructed fun, but now I've got the I had the money for a while. Why not do another draft and see if I can do better than my previous record with the draft? So I've been gone for the past couple of days, just pay the Infinity Points. I've been gone for the past couple of days working on homework for college, as well as hanging around with friends playing some RPGs and stuff like that. Anyway, so what kind of deck are we going to make? I think we're going to start off with Roar, because I don't like Infectious Zombie, and I didn't pay attention to what the other one was. Unstable Bombot, no thanks. Actually, if I want to rush people down, that'd be great, but Leta the Immortal Tinkerer is better in almost everything here, except Kali the Flaming Brand is also good if you want to guarantee that something dies. However, she's overkill in most situations, and I think Aleta has a lot more versatility, as long as you all have at least one artificial character. Character removed from game when you deploy. What characters you control with Ascend become Ascended. You'd be great. I'm gonna stick with Aleta because I don't like my Overseer hatred is bleeding through into the actual game, which isn't good. That Purifier, if it dies, it will transform into an 8/4 undead. Mindbender weapons plunder 1. Control cards equals its plunder value. Okay. Mindbender attacks player's fortress. They must. That is a really useful card. Such a shame that I don't know how to do exiles properly. Rabbit's also good. Pilgrimage Monk is also good. I think I'm going to go with Pilgrimage Monk here, just for solid defenders, as well as that ability, as drawing 2 cards when she returns would be great for some ramp up, which means I've got some guaranteed card draw unless she's removed, and none of these cards are good. Even these cards alone are enough, and they're all equal removal bait in some ways. Okay, so, first things first, contain Parallel Rift. It may be a location, but I don't feel like discarding my hand. Summoner of the Deep is good if I can guarantee sacrifices. Glorious Warrior is a good 4-drop. And Soldier of the Wall, a great 2-drop, as it is the same as... Well, the problem here is that Soldier of the Wall cannot guarantee anything dies. It's a good defender, but it can't guarantee anything dies and has no other use than just being a character. I'd rather have something that has some text, like morale damage or otherwise, to do a combination of both. I think I'm going to stick with Summon of the Deep, because there's always something I can sacrifice. And I can get some free flying demons. Invincible Defender, just because Vigilance, and here's what I was trying to say before, this may have less health, but the difference between 8 and 10 health is not that great, except maybe one more character it blocks, and this can remove morale from an opponent. Beast of Burden, however, might beat out an Invincible Defender, because it's just a free either attack or defender. However, Hubris of the Strong is equally good. And then Disarm is also okay if you want to try to kill something. I'm going to stick with cards first. I'm going to go with Invincible Defender for a good 2-drop. Give him a jetpack, that's okay, but we don't have anything yet that we can guarantee could make use of it. If the Aether Acolyte, since I'm going to go with a few abilities here and there. Yeah, Jihani Ambush might be better just for free defenders at any point, but Aether Acolyte is more ramp up, maybe? Inglorious Warrior is just a good 4-drop in general. I think I'm going to go with the character Aether Acolyte right now and hope I can get something else. Inspire target character takes half damage this turn. I'm not going for that. Defender of the Realm, good if I can get a location, but don't have one yet. Rita's Thrall works well with Summoner of the Deep, so that has more value here, and it's a 1-drop. Anti-Air Missile, good for destroying flying, but I'm just going to go with Rita's Thrall right now. I know flying screwed me last time, but Warp Swarmer. No other Swarmers have shown up. But I've got a lot of potential to acquire Swarmers in this, and they are good, so I might consider this. Battlefield Scavenger. Equally useful. If I can keep them alive, and this deck is going to have defenders, so I might just go with Battlefield Scavenger. And Scouting Drone's nice, if I can guarantee that it lives. Now, there's an interesting combination here. Infected Drone, then Tinker it, because it becomes targeted, so it becomes the undead artificial character. Now, this gives it some weaknesses and strengths, but as a 7th, this is a guaranteed target as long as Alita is still alive. So it's more of a toss-up between Battlefield Scavenger and Infected Drone. I think I'm going to go with Battlefield Scavenger just for the card draw. And we get our chance at Infected Drone. Conscripted Militia is only really good if you can get a ton of them on the field. So I would say this is much better in Constructed. Scouting Drone, I might want to consider trying to get something for flying. Glorious Warrior, I keep ignoring you. I'm going to go with Infected Drone just because we can get that useful combination out. Ugh. We don't have a ton of artificial characters yet. We might in the future, and stat line is okay. It can smack down most cards and still be alive after it. And an equivalent cost Spec Ops is good if you deal with lots of artificial characters. Wealthy Nobleman is always useful, and you should always consider getting at least one. Acolyte of the Altar. Sacrifice target character, the next ability card you use this turn is must reduce weight to this ability can only activate when is deployed. There's not a lot of abilities. This can combo with that damage Fortress ability, but I never take it anyway. I'm just going to go with a Wealthy Noble because I would like at least one, if not more. Explorer, don't own any locations, so screw this. Mechanics Overseer, same problems with Bloodcrazed Initiate. If the character dies, this card becomes a 5/5. Bloodthirsty, dead with Bloodthirst X at the end of this turn, where X is the number of characters that died this turn. Spec Ops is nice. This is only good if you can guarantee something dies. I can guarantee things are sacrificed. I'm not certain if sacrificed also means dies. So I'm going to value this card less. I'm going to grab this Spec Ops card. It's an okay stat line with fairly high versatility. When opponent loses morale this turn, they lose 4 extra points for Ling Bao's Will. Not really going for morale damage. It's nice if I can pull it off, but as of now it's not a primary concern. Varroa Brute. I have one unique character thus far, therefore Varroa Brute is not useful. Grotesque Brute, on the other hand, is amazing. 5-drop, sure, but when it gets into the field it's not leaving as long as you keep buying the Indestructible, so I'm going to get the Grotesque Brute. It's also a very good removal bait. We can get another Immortal Tinkerer, but that's not a good idea considering this is in my command zone, and I don't think I can play this and have this in the command zone at the same time. Demon of Fear, however, is a very useful card. Combined with the Wealthy Nobleman, I can bounce 5 cards into the support zone and get a bunch of free attacks off. Jubalia, the Messenger, is also good. Sure, very high morale damage if I lose her, but a 10/10 untouchable and is flying will do well. Ling Bao's Will, same problem as before, and that's probably something to ignore. So Demon and they're both flying. Less stats. Oh, they lose the same amount of morale. So immune to removal on the right, but tons of bounce support, and but is capable of being directly targeted. I think. For versatility's sake, Demon of Fear. Just so that endgame punch can get through. Jubalia is good over a longer period of time than Demon of Fear. Okay, let's see here. Give him a jetpack. I'm low on abilities. Inspiring Soldier. Any character next to Inspiring Soldier has +0/+4. Good buff, but do I have anything that really requires it? In all honesty, no, as of now. Genesis Construct, always a good 3-drop, 8/8, and is artificial, so it can be affected by Immortal Tinkerer. Infected drone for more combo, give him a jetpack, target character gains flying. I could do that on the indestructible man, but I think I'm going to go with infected drone in this case, just because I have a lot of use for this card. Vandalize, destroy target artifact. Not many artifacts appear in this game, I've noted. In Rifts. And I understand why. You can't guarantee a good Trophus. Ghost of the Ancestors, Chump Blocker. All I can say. And there are other cards that can acquire this, therefore this isn't that great. Scouting Drone costs one health, but is artificial and thus can be upgraded. Glorious Warrior, I have no 4-drops. So I'm going to go with Glorious Warrior. Tranquil Swarmer. Tranquil Swarmer is deployed on sequestration controls morale cost reduced by 1. This is very useful if you're going for a full Swarmer deck, but I'm not. Balance target character's power becomes equal to its health. Excuse me, I need to wipe off my screen because I apparently love spitting. There are some cards that can be useful with. Or I can go Scouting Drone, but I need some abilities as well. I think I'm going to go with Balance. Even though things like Glorious Warrior and such aren't exactly greatest. However, that can also be used offensively. Get someone's health down low with a high attack, bounce it onto them, and kill them. Defender of the Realm, we don't have a location. Bounty Hunter, there are actually tons of human cards, I'll admit. Bounty Hunter is a lot more useful than Spec Ops. Genesis Construct is nice. Okay. Genesis Construct has the ability to be upgraded, as opposed to Bounty Hunter. Defender of the Realm, strong heavy hitter, but I don't have a location yet, and I don't think there are many locations for 1-drops that are actually useful. So, I'm gonna stick with the Genesis Construct here. Air Missile, good ability for destroying flying. Support Drone, yes. Glorious Warrior, I don't know why I'm not taking more of you, but Support Drone, always a good thing. So Chump Blocker with the ability to upgrade anything else. Overload, destroy target artifact. Its controls fortress takes damage equal to that artifact's cost. That's actually a very good removal for artifacts. I wish my cat would get off my lap because my legs are starting to kill me from the position I'm sitting in. Word of Command is an equally good card. I'm going to get something out of the support zone. Or Death Worshipper, however, is also a very good character card if I can guarantee a lot of opponents will die. Word of Command. Don't always have the opportunity to get Word of Command. Are okay. Somewhat sadistic choice. Disarm, remove. Yeah, it's just to kill something. Overload. Target artifact controls fortress takes damage equal to the artifact's cost. Ghost of the Ancestors. Artificial Swarmer. I should have taken Swarmers. Then again, I always say that. I never am going to, so I'm going to take a Disarm here. We get the War Machine again. Of bloody course. Character Artificial. It's nice to just deal damage directly to an opponent's fortress, and if they're hiding behind defenses, you can hide behind the mortar cannon, but oh well. I think I'm going to go with the War Machine here. Just because War Machine's amazing, if you can pull it off. No second War Machine. I've learned my lesson from this time. Okay, unique character, Luca, combat mechanic, all artificial characters you get control, get +3/+3. Forest strategist. Characters move back of the defense zone at the end of each turn. Each character in the... You are great for defending. You're a nice 4-drop. Gather Thoughts is nice, but I'm going to go with the Glorious Strategist. Spirit of the Ancient Guardians, good removal. Infiltration, I don't have anything I'd like to do that with yet. Lean Bow, Sage of Discipline. Pay to exhaust. When an opponent loses morale this turn, no thanks. Okay, Spirit of the Ancient Guardians or Extended Op. I think I'm going to opt for Extended Op. This Extended Op is a good endgame punch. And we have okay early game, It's always good to have more in this. I'm trying to get better with deck construction. I hope I'm not failing miserably and utterly. And then a latest discovery, we don't have location, we have artifact, but a latest discovery isn't useful. Cannon fire, nice ability, but I think I'll go with the Jinhai ambush. As I've now got abilities, masked initiate, character, human, no. Genesis construct is basically better than masked initiate. But by the time I can play masked initiate, I most likely will be able to play Genesis construct. And there's a lot more things I can do with Genesis construct. Soldier of the Wall, you already know my problem with it. I'm going to take Hubris of the Strong as a removal ability. Just something to slow them down. Firebolt, good for command zone attacks. Artificial Swarmer, not a great. Secluded Constructor. I don't have many artificial characters that I'm willing to use. Balanced Warrior, I don't have much healing. So I'm going to go with Firebolt here. I'm getting tons of 2-drops, but at least I'm getting okay mana curve. Field Engineer, hard to keep alive. Jinhai Militia, nice vigilance. I'm going to take a Lightning Blast. Alright. 4 damage, 8 damage if it's artificial. Disarms, okay. Give me Jetpack, okay. Not sure if I'm going to get an Unending Drone. However, some late game mass removal like Laser Cannon seems good here. Plus, we don't have many 5-drops. Should have taken the Unending Drone. Overload. It's offered me so many. I don't like Ghost of the Ancestors. Unending Drone would be good. But since I'm apparently not going for it, and I'm not going for Secluded Constructor either, I'm going to take an Overload here. Looking for a good 4-drop here. Okay, sadistic choice time. Support drone or kinetically overloaded drone. Kinetically overloaded means it will eventually become strong. Support drone could be more useful in the immediate future. Kinetically overloaded drone is actually a bit overrated. I don't think I should have taken that many, especially taking one of my command zone. Seems like a bit much, just because you have to also consciously upgrade them for them to be very useful. So, and Tech Knight, it's human, that's the problem. If it was artificial too, that'd be great. So I'm going to stick with support drone here. Doubts protection on characters you control get +3 +0 +3, which is actually a good combo card to use with the other ability, which I don't remember what it's called, but I know I have it. Extended Op. It'd be great to take a second, just in case it either got cancelled, or if I wanted to use it again. Wealthy Noble, though, because it's so hard to draw into them, as you saw last time, where I didn't get any of them for like the first 3 Rift runs. And I also need to pay attention, because I've got almost nothing to do with flying. So, one of these 3. Looking at my mana curve, I think I'm going to go with Wealthy Noble. I should have a fair amount of 1-drops that still have their uses. I could raise another 2-drop. I'm gonna go with Wealthy Noble. Steadfast Protector. Really good defender. Uncontrolled Rift. Really random. Fun card. Perils of Command till kill target character in the command zone. Varor Brute. I've got another unique character now. So Varor Brute becomes a bit more valuable. However, in terms of endgame, either defending and trying to come back, Steadfast Protector is better. Uncontrolled Rift is a liability. It's a fun card, don't get me wrong, but it's much better and constructed if you can get several of them as well. Unlimited ability? I didn't even realize. So in theory, you could build an entire deck of Uncontrolled Rifts. That must be fun. Perils of Command is also nice, but there are other better ways to deal with command zone characters. I don't have a lot of endgame character cards. I don't know. I value Steadfast Protectors. I would like some endgame characters. No use to this. This requires combos. Desolation's nice to deal with in support zones. Grotesque Brute's also nice to have. Target deployed character is bound to its current zone. Alter binding until alter binding is destroyed. Target character leaves the battlefield. Alter binding is destroyed. Nice artifact. Not very useful. I don't think of many cards that could get use out of this. So it's either Grotesque Brute or Desolation. I'm gonna take Desolation this time around. Mana curve for both mana curve, and the fact that this would be great for dealing with Warpath cards. Or Warpath ramp-up decks. There's not many things that could hurt with this and permanently kill off. It's still nice. Discipline of Mian Monastery. Alright, as for a choice here, it's either Balance or Aurora Death Worship. It's one of these three. I was playing the mana curve purely. Discipline of Mian Monastery. No question about it. Solid card, gets stronger every turn unless immediately removed, and can be used to defend, and after it's done, goes back, keeps getting buffed. Balance is nice if they play high damage, low health cards, although I'm not aware of many of those. Emperor Death Worshipper is just good all around. I'm gonna go Discipline of Mian Monastery. Ooh, we can get out of the Summoner of the Deep or the Master of Demons. We don't actually have a ton of demon cards, I just realized. So... yeah. I think I'm gonna go with Lightning Blast here. More abilities, more direct removal. And now it's... how many support drones do we have? 2? Yeah, 2. I'm gonna go with an Invincible Defender here. Just get a second Unified Protector. It's +4/+4 for each other Unified Protector in the same zone. Not easy to get. Inspire, not useful. Recycle, shelter a card into my deck, draw a card, so just 1 point card draw. Sadly, I can't use this. That's the one problem with this game. You can only draw a card and then it becomes useful next turn. Anti-air missile, good for flying. You know what? Enough removal. I don't need a ton of Grave Fetch. The only thing I'd really like to use more... there aren't many cards I like to use more than once here. And I say that, I've actually got a fair amount of abilities, but I'm going to go with Anti-Air Missile just so we can deal with flying on the occasion. Don't have a lot of demons. Extended Operation. Zombie Gun's only good if you encounter actual zombies. This would be great if I had Infiltration, but I don't. I'm gonna go with Extended Op. Master Initiate is not the greatest card. Its stat line's okay for a 2-drop. And Master of Demons is only good if I have more demons, and I don't have the chance for many demons. Siphon Structure, that's the card I was thinking of. Too bad I don't feel like using Hail Caller. Unmanned Aerial Destroyer, 8, 10 artificial, but I've got enough removal for air units, plus this gives me more cards as well as more anti-air, just from existing. Hellcaller is always a good card. Resolute General! Characters can take half damage this turn or round it up. Oh, this is another sadistic choice here. Sad that I'm getting lots of unique characters that if they die I lose tons of morale, so I foresee morale being a massive issue here. But both A, this plays to mana curve, B, unique character, so it buffs well with I never took that, did I? I never took the Aurora Brood. Well, regardless, all characters I control take half damage this turn, so it could be useful if I wanted to round off an assault. And Split a Robot's nice, but ultimately I'm going to take the Resolute General. Like my cat doing off here. Service related to artificial character, no thanks. No thanks. War Machine, already have it. Can take a Splitter Robot. Okay. Rally gain 15 morale. Remove this from the game. Grave Rob. Not many cards I like to use that on. And you don't know, I haven't really seen many sleepers in Arena. Rifts. I'm thinking in terms of Hearthstone, because I watch Trump. I'm going to lie about this. Since morale actually looks like it's going to be an issue, I'm going to get a rally, just to be certain. Sinister Corruption. Target character loses all subtypes at the end of each turn. Its controller loses 4 morale. Huh. Location. Take 2 less damage while in the defense zone. I don't have much many morale damaging cards. Sinister Corruption isn't the greatest, but this will help me live, so I'm gonna go with the Grey Wall. So yeah, this is this deck. Let's... I don't know what time it is. Jeez Louise, it took 30 minutes to do the draft. Okay, we're gonna play 1 round of this just to get a feel for it. And then next time we come in, we're going to continue playing the Rift. So let's see how this goes. And... of course, godlike Rift guy. Okay. Going to redraw nothing. I do not want to play a support drone on my first turn, but some of these other cards are okay. I'm just going to wait. Got nothing to play on my first turn, so I'm going to play on my next. Kidnapper. Okay, so he is playing the Sleepers. I'm just going to have to end my turn again. Get him to play. Gonna activate instead. Yep, he's got Swarmers. Actually gonna play the location. Exactly what I want to do here. This is gonna work out just fine for me. I'm gonna take some damage this turn, which I'll admit, but I can play my Defender's card this turn and drag out, and then put some defenses up here. Overload. Play Rita's Thrall as well, so I can start getting sacrifices out. Move you to the end of the defense zone. Extended operation. Greatest card to use at this point. Yeah, I would love to get rid of you, but I don't have anything to do that with yet, unless I expend 2 cards, which isn't the best. Now, Cures of the Strong. On the battlefield, which I despise. So 2 die. It's just 1 damage each unless he plays another Warped Swarmer, which I highly doubt he will. Okay, Bloodthirsty dead. I'm going to shoot you before you become too big. Summer of the Deep, so he's going to start sacking. Okay, he lived. Barely. So Aether Acolyte's going to get played. You're going to go here and defend. I'd like to get rid of the Warped Swarmer, but that doesn't seem like it's going to happen. And I'm going to Extended Op him, just to make sure he lives. End turn. Wait. No, yeah, this is good. At the back, so he's most likely not going to die immediately. I'm not going for morale victory. I should realize that now. I'm going for a damage as hell victory, so right now I drew into all my protection cards, so I'm just setting up as strong of a defense as possible. Brewer Kidnapper, you're removing her, thankfully not the greatest card in the world. Extended Op, he's going to become stupidly strong unless you gut him now. I am surprised you lived. Oh gosh, this is going to be ridiculous. Okay. No, wait, you die. Ugh. Frick. All character cards take damage here. I'm going to activate. And you're going to go draw me some more cards. You're going to go out into the assault zone and start attacking. No matter what I do, because Warp Swarmer deals the 1 damage necessary to kill him. So it's going to happen regardless. I'm not going to let him get the Defender, though. I'm just not going to let him kill him with Infect. Because I don't want him to get that card. I will gladly sack the other 2. then I'm going to play a Genesis Construct, and that is my turn. Tusked Behemoth. Should have realized. That couldn't have been better. Okay, so we get our late game removal. Alright, I have no defender. 1, 2. If I don't hit you again, you're going to die. I have to hit. What am I doing? That's a really, really stupid idea. So Hubris of the Strong you. I'm going to put you there so my defense zone starts healing up. Discipline of the Neon Monastery. You're most likely going to die now. And you're poisoned. So I'm actually going to put you out and just start dealing combat damage. You behind it, because you're most likely going to die otherwise. So I don't have anything else I can do, so end turn. I see what's going to happen. That's your sacrifice fodder. So you're going to get put back in defensive zone. You're healing, which is a nice benefit. So he's either going to shove all of these in the assault zone with him as well, in an effort to break through my line, or he's going to wait one turn. I'm going to put these two out here, because they're just going to start shuffling back and forth, spreading the damage around. And I don't know if I should gamble on whether or not this is going to be necessary, now or later. I'm going to gamble. Continue. Continue. I'm just going to hit one random one. Yes! Gotcha. Yeah, Death Ray. Perfectly fine by me. Infectious Transfusion. And I stopped the other one from getting it. Oh, he takes no damage from this. That's amusing. I'm going to... Yes, actually, I'm going to shuffle out Overload. There's nothing with flying, but I will keep that card. I don't have anything I want to sacrifice, so I'm going to just shuffle out Summoner of the Deep. Ah, got you now. No reason to deploy you yet, as I'm assuming there's nothing in hand that would kill my troops immediately. He doesn't have to be in the defense zone for this. I'm going to leave him in my support zone to make sure he lives. Yeah. Just gonna pull you back. Just going to await a Death Ray. Eh, hits the Glorious Warrior. Hilarious. You're not artificial. That's annoying. You can't play the Wealthy Noble or else you do Desolation. Bye-bye to your support zone, you bastard. And this defender will go out, he'll be behind him. And nothing but Lightning Bolt, but I'm happy with this current setup. If you put the defender out in front, he's gonna get blasted. So you're going to get placed out here. I can finally play my Wealthy Noble because you don't have the Warp Swarm anymore. I'm actually going to place this just to ensure nobody dies. So I'm going to play my hand. Oh, conceded the game. Good game, sir. So that's just a taste of how this deck is going to play. And I'm going to say with confidence that I actually enjoyed it. So yeah, hope you've all enjoyed watching. This is the newest Rift run from Infinity Wars by me. I didn't make the game. Don't be so presumptuous, Brainboy. No, this has been Brainboy 20 in the new Rift run for Let's Play Infinity Wars, and I am signing off.